Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Library or BitChute, then welcome to Comic Freak. Today we're going to be talking about this article and about a Reddit post from Jedi Paxis. Here's a leaked look at the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker villain that almost was. We're going to be talking about Darth Valium, the spider-like creature that was going to appear in Jon Trevorrow's version of Episode 9. In this video, we're also going to be talking about how the Lamestream media might have misconstrued the facts on him as well. The other day, a script leaked that was reportedly Colin Trevorrow's draft of the original Star Wars Episode 9, one that wasn't called Rise of Skywalker, its working title was Duel of the Fates, and one that went in widely different directions than the original film, namely not abandoning every plot development of The Last Jedi like the Rise of Skywalker did under J.J. Abrams. Now a leak from an upcoming Star Wars art book seems to confirm that the script was illegitimate because it had concept art for what it was, listed as the new central big bad of the film. That would be Tor Valium, Sith Master. Already we see mistakes here. The author of this article seems to think that Tor Valium is the new big bad of the, Star Wars Episode 9 film that Jon Trevorrow was going to do. But that wasn't the case. He was just going to mentor Kylo Ren. Trevorrow's script has Kylo Ren find a holocron from Emperor Palpatine left for Darth Vader, presumably made before Vader betrayed and killed him. And that is true. And if you follow the real Episode 9 that we got with the Rise of Skywalker, Sidious knew that Darth Vader was going to betray him, and yet he left a holocron for him to use to get stronger. That is brilliant, isn't it? In it, Palpatine says that Vader needs to finish his training and should do so under Sith Master Tor Valium, who trained Palpatine. Tor Valium is described as non-human and Lovecraftian, and the concept art certainly seems to echo that. Here are the leaked images of Tor Valium from the upcoming art book. And what I've learned about Tor Valium is he's just a big spider creature. It's not even a big fat creature. I thought he was a giant spider monster, but no, he wasn't. He's actually just a kind of small spider-like creature, much like Yoda's small. When you first see him in his concept art, what do you see? This big fat monster sitting on the ground. But no, that's actually just some alien creature it's sitting on. As you can see, it's just some sort of alien baby monster that this spider creature's leeching the life out of. And it's just boring. He's just eight-legged version of Yoda and probably not even funny. Here's a closer version of it. See the creature? You can make out its eye right there. It's just not very intimidating. I wouldn't even say it's barely even Star Wars. So that's certainly a weird spider-looking thing perched on the head of some dead giant animal. Yep. While there were many aspects of Trevorrow's script I liked, now that I've seen Tor Valium realized visually here, I'm having a harder time thinking that introducing that character would have been a good idea. The impression I'm getting here is Sith Yoda, a strange-looking alien that trains you in the Force on a jungle planet. Yes, just another retread of a concept that George Lucas originally came up with for the original trilogy series. That is all Disney does, is repurpose good concepts and then turn them bad. Tor Valium, a fine concept in principle, but when you actually see him, it's not very good. I don't even know what to say, but say it's just not inspired. Once again, this is just uninspired art design. And the writer of this article seems more concerned that Tor Valium would have taken away from Kylo Ren and Rey's relationship. At least that's what it seems like to me. But this is the third film in a trilogy, and introducing a weird Sith spider monster as the Sith Lord, even more powerful than Palpatine, feels like a weird turn, especially with the sort of design. While I didn't love that Palpatine resurrection idea for a few reasons, I have to say I would probably rather take a zombie Palpatine over Spider Sith thing here. Ideally, Snoke could have been developed into a better, more robust and interesting villain, but given his death in The Last Jedi, that was impossible. So no matter who took over the film, a new bad guy other than Kylo and Hux was likely to be developed. Trevorrow went on one way, Abrams went another. We're going to cut to Jedi Pax's Reddit leak now because I'm getting tired of this article. Just know that the author does mention Kylo and Rey trilogy at the end of the article. But yeah, this guy seems more concerned that it would have taken away from the Rise of Skywalker by having Tor Valium in it. So Well, he's not wrong, but at least Torvalium would have been better, in my opinion, than Zombie Palpatine. Details on Kylo Ren and the Oracle. We probably won't go through all of the Reddit posts here, but we'll try to get through all the most important parts. But the Oracle bit, that was basically another working name for Torvalium. A trusted source has come through once again with some new details on what we may be seeing in Episode 9. Some of what you're about to read and see may or may not be a bit of controversial with some groups of fans, so I highly encourage you to interact civilly. Keep an open mind and withhold any judgment until after you've seen the movie this December. With that, a disclaimer, let's get into the meat of it. When we pick up with Kylo's story in 9, he's still struggling between the light side and the dark side. In addition to this, he's also dealing with how to reconcile his feelings towards Rey. And we're off to that again. Great. More Reylo. My source specifically referred to these feelings as love for Rey. It's at this point in the post that I would like people on all sides of this Reylo issue to pause, take a deep breath, and cool your collective jets before commenting on this. Kylo either seeks out or is summoned by a new character that is being referred to by my sources as the Oracle. Whether this is a code name used during production or the real name of the character is still unclear. In addition to the concept art that my source had access to, a recreation of which is pictured below, moderators note I've seen the original and can say that the recreation is faithful to it. She also saw the sculpt of the giant baby head that the Oracle sits on top of and described it as essentially identical to the art, just unpainted with the size appearing to be 8 to 10 feet wide. Speculation disclaimer from the description my source provided, it sounds to me as if the Oracle will be a puppet or practical effect of some kind, perhaps in the same vein as Mother Proxima from Solo. My source could not confirm this for sure, but it is under the assumption that the swamp environment that the Oracle is found in on the forested planet seen previously leaked set photos. She is also under the impression that the spider-like creature is somehow parasitic, leeching off of the unconscious, slumbering, the baby, giant elf-looking thing. Moderators note, this is bit may be or may not be the case. I'm just passing along what I was told here. As you can see, Torvalium didn't get past the concept phase, but he looks far better and more well-developed than what we got in The Rise of Skywalker, who they still haven't properly really explained Palpatine's return beyond a tie-in novel that says he was resurrected through Sith magic and loyalists. And they somehow found his body on a wrecked Star Destroyer. That is hilarious. But Torvalium and him being in the movie sounds like it would have been more of a bright spot, with Kylo Ren giving him some serious development. But no, with what we got the Rey and Kylo relationship, and that's about it. But then again, they wanted to do the Kylo and Rey relationship with Torvalium, but they wanted to show that Kylo was struggling with it. We would have still gotten it either way, but at least we only got a kiss at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. And Kylo still died, so it ends there, luckily. But still, this Torvalium guy is, only marginally, I'd say, Star Wars-like. I mean, he looks more like something I'd see in, any sci-fi series. But where the old Lamestream media gets all of this wrong is that the fact that Jon Trevorrow's creation would have probably have been much better than The Rise of Skywalker, and that goes without saying, but it would have just been all around better. And certainly we could have gotten used to a spider-like Sith creature being the main villain than, even Snoke or Palpatine, because, at least it was creepy and Sith-like, even if it would have been part of a hacked-together movie that, thanks to Rian Johnson, has nowhere else to go. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics That Are Bad For You. Then go over to, BitChute, and then go over to Library and subscribe to my my channels on those sites. They're both under Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video, share it on Reddit, share it on Twitter, and share it on Facebook, because YouTube is not going around promoting their own YouTube creators anymore, and it would really help me if you could please share this video. Now listen closely, keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.